This is a Cranchi E30 Endurance. Now these are first and foremost a great looking boat, but also a brilliant weekender, sort of thing you can have a lot of fun with. So I'm going to take you on board and give you the full tour, but as I say, it's a nice looking machine. Very sleek. They've not tried to go all accommodation, they've tried to make this into a nice looking, fun thing to go out on the water with. I like these are nice. In fact, I had a go on one of these a few years ago and they're a good sea boat. It was a really fun thing to drive. Let's step up here and I'll give you the full tour. Now, as I say, it's a sports boat really. So they're not trying to get you masses and masses of accommodation. What they're trying to get you is a fun day out on the water. And that's why you've got this big sun pad on the back, you've got this big bathing platform back here. You can imagine that anchored in a nice bay, people sat around here having a drink. I mean, that's what this boat is all about, really. It's not about being a floating caravan, it's about being a fun machine. Okay, we'll step on here. There's a door that closes off here, so you can enclose this cockpit area if you want to. And you've got this great seating area around here. I do like this upholstery, the way they've done this. It's a little bit Lamborghini, isn't it? There's some nice quality wood on here as well. These are Italian, and they do have that kind of Italian pizzazz to them. There's a wet bar over on this side, so that's giving you a little griddle and a sink and a fridge underneath. And that's kind of all you need really, isn't it? If you're on the water, you just want to be able to just make yourself a snack or whatever, fry your fish if you've caught any. That's ideal. There's a canopy on here. That's what this framework here is, and it's wrapped up around here, so that folds forward. That's why these sections here just sort of hinge like that. It gives you a bimini over here, so you've got some shade. And you can normally then infill these and get these to be like a canopy as well, so you can enclose this area. And then if you come up here, this is the helm position. You've got lift bolster seats, so these drop down if you prefer to sit, or you can raise them up and stand at the helm, which is how you would normally drive these, to be fair. The fusion stereos here, you've got the switch gear, so bilge pumps and nav lights and horn, anchor winch, all that kind of stuff is there. Throttle over here, bow thruster. And it's a proper outdoors boat, do you know what I mean? You stand here and you're really in the elements. It's fantastic. This is my kind of boating, to be honest. You've got access up onto the foredeck. Up this side, there's another access on the other side, a little bit wider. I will show you that in a moment. In fact, no, let's do the access on the outside first. This is so you can drop fenders into here. If we head up here then, it's a nice easy walk, because you can see it's quite deeply bulwarked here. And up here is just sun pads again. So we can come right up onto the bow. This is the NEC boat show, look at this. Boat Life it's called. It's really good, it's the first time I've been. In fact, it is the first day of a brand new show. This show didn't exist until today. Anyway, let's move on. Let's come back down this side. So I say it brings you directly to the helm, which makes it really easy to handle, because as you're coming in, you can just walk straight up to the bow. You don't have to go down and back up again. That is just a bin. Look at Maggie taking it easy. Yeah, she's got a little Dolce Vita. Dolce Vita even. I know what I mean. Let's go and look inside. So as I say, in here it is just really a kind of a weekender. It's not a full-on cruiser. Having said that, however, you have got quite a nice dinette in here. And that table will drop, so you can make that into a double bed. But what's interesting is they squeezed another one back underneath here. That's the infill for that table to drop down. But look, double bed here as well. So you can leave that made up as a double and then use this as seating if it's just a couple. And you don't have to keep making the bed every time. Or if there's four of you and you've got kids, you can drop the kids in there, sleep at the front. For a sports boat, it's actually really good. Switch gear is in here, so you've got your 12 volt circuit breakers and your 220 volt over on this side. There's a little microwave tucked away in here as well. The galley is actually that unit upstairs that we had a look at. And then a bit of storage here, stereo down here as well, so that links to the one up in the cockpit. But again, it's nicely finished. I like this upholstery, I like the way they've done this. It's all very smart. And then finally down here is the heads. So you've got a proper separate heads compartment, and in fact there is, I think I'm right in saying, yeah, there's a shower that pulls out of there, so you can have a shower in there if you want to. Again, not big, but perfectly adequate. Superb. I think that's all right. I think for a fun sports boat, That gives you somewhere you can get out of the rain if you're in the UK, or get out of the sun if you're in the Med. Somewhere where you can spend a night on board if you want to. Somewhere of an evening when it cools down, you can come and have a drink. Brilliant. Really, really good. Okay, we'll come back up here. The last thing to talk about is the engine. And to access that, there's a button on the helm, big red button. And up it goes. So down in here we have got a Volvo Penta V8 petrol engine. It is 350 horsepower, and that's going to give you probably mid-30s top speed, so pretty sporty boat. Cruising 25 pretty comfortably. Range on these, you're usually looking a couple of 100 miles, something like that, a bit more, a bit less. It's all nice and clean and new, isn't it? Hot water tank is in there as well, that's what that fella down there is. And you've got some of the other engineering further forward, fire extinguisher, that kind of stuff. Those are automatic, you don't have to get into the engine room to get to the fire extinguisher. But yeah, very good. I like that they put this little storage area in here so you can put some bits and pieces in there if you want to. And that one there is a nav light, so you can slot that in at night if you're running and you need to have the nav lights on. Very good. Let's drop that one back down. And that is about the size of that. Huge thanks to Ting Dean for organising that tour. They're the Cranchi dealer here in the UK. Huge thanks, of course, to you guys for watching. We will catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.